In swimming, there's no coasting, no brakes, just pure resistance against water that's 800 times denser than air. Every stroke, every kick, every breath has to be perfect, because at the Olympic level, a fraction of a second is the difference between gold and going home empty-handed. But why do female Olympic swimmers train for 8 hours a day? Is it really necessary, or is it just part of the extreme culture of elite sports? If you've ever tried swimming a few laps at full speed, it's not just about moving through water. It's a battle against fatigue, technique breakdown, and that moment when your lungs feel like they're about to explode. And stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why these athletes push themselves to the absolute limit every single day. Swimming isn't just an endurance sport, it's a full-body war against physics. Unlike runners, who rely mostly on their legs, swimmers have to generate power from their shoulders, core, and even tiny stabilizer muscles most people never think about. And because water resists every movement, efficiency is everything. That's why Olympic swimmers don't just train long. They train with precision, perfecting their stroke, optimizing their breath control, and shaving off milliseconds that could mean the difference between first and fourth place. And then there's the sheer volume of training. 8 hours a day isn't just about grinding through endless laps. It's about breaking the body down and rebuilding it stronger. Swimmers need a mix of endurance, speed, and explosive power, which means their training isn't just in the pool. Weightlifting, resistance work, breath-holding drills, it all adds up. Ever wondered why elite swimmers have those massive V-shaped backs? It's because their training combines the endurance of a marathoner with the strength of a powerlifter. But here's where it gets even crazier. Olympic swimmers don't just train hard, they train more than almost any other athlete in the world. Why? Because unlike sports where movement is natural, swimming requires constant repetition to program perfect technique into muscle memory. Every stroke has to be dialed in, every breath has to be timed precisely, and every turn has to be executed flawlessly. And even then, one small mistake can cost everything. And speaking of mental pressure, imagine spending years training for a race that lasts under a minute. There are no timeouts, no do-overs, just a single shot at perfection. That's why mental toughness is just as important as physical conditioning. Olympic swimmers don't just fight fatigue. They fight doubt, nerves, and the pressure of performing on the world's biggest stage. The ones who win, they've trained their minds just as hard as their bodies. But training like this comes with a price. Injuries, burnout, constant pressure, it's all part of the job. Making it to the Olympic level is hard enough, but staying there, that's an entirely different challenge. Every year, younger, faster swimmers rise up, and the competition only gets tougher. But the ones who stay at the top, they never stop pushing. Because in swimming, you're not just racing against your competitors, you're racing against time itself. And that's why female Olympic swimmers train 8 hours a day. Precision, endurance, power, and a mindset built for domination. But what do you think is the hardest part, the grueling physical demands or the relentless mental grind? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to see what these athletes eat to fuel this insane training, make sure to subscribe for our next video. Until next time, keep swimming, keep pushing, and maybe start working on that freestyle technique.